Coeur d'Alene Summer Theater, a theater located in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Pechakucha by Mallory Hanson, James Tyler, and Theron Pittman. The mission statement, pulled directly from the website, is as follows. Coeur d'Alene Summer Theater is committed to producing live performances of theater for the benefit, education, and appreciation of our audience, and to provide professional and artistic development of regional theatrical artists and technicians, while striving for the highest possible quality and fiscal responsibility. At all times, Coeur d'Alene maintains 8 to 10 board members that meet monthly to discuss seasons. They also have a finance committee that meets to discuss the financial matters that pertain to the theater, such as how much money they have for costumes, rights, sets, lights, etc. The targeted audiences range from show to show. This company has been known to produce shows like Cats in 2004 to shows like the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee in 2010. If you're not familiar with those shows, look them up. There's a huge age difference with them.
As a theater that does musicals, they also do stage readings. For example, this year, 2014, they'll be doing a stage reading of Around the World in 80 Days and The Odd Couple. However, their niche is musical theater. They've done productions in the past such as Mary Poppins, Hairspray, La Cage aux Folles, and Big River.
It's Mary Poppins. If you don't know the show, you should look it up, because you're missing out. The theater company did this show last year in 2013. The story follows siblings Jane and Michael, who meet their nanny Mary Poppins, and she takes them on a journey through their imaginations. I won't spoil the ending for you, though, because I'd never forgive myself if I did. The reviewer made a note of the choreography of Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, saying it was absolutely stunning and complex. They also made note about how amazing the huge voices were for such a small theater in a small town. There was nothing but praise for this production.
Big River is a production that was also done last year. The show follows young man Huckleberry Finn and Jim, the runaway slave, on their way down the Mississippi River. The show is geared to be shown to families with no specific age limit. The review that was released for this production spoke about who the actors are, but there was one thing that stuck out. They gave a proud acknowledgement to Everett's Village Theater because they collaborated on the set for the show. However, for a full review, you'd have to be looking in a newspaper that was released around the show.
La Cage aux Folles follows the story of George and Albin, a gay couple who own a nightclub where drag shows are put on, and George's son, Jean-Michel, comes home with a woman he intends to marry and also brings his fiancée's super conservative family to meet them. The show was put on by Coeur d'Alene in 2008. The reviewer assures the reader that the show is way less risque than the prior The Full Monty. This one actually has men in clothes instead of in none. The costumes, while speaking of clothes, were said to be absolutely glorious. The reviewer states that the show is to be something that no one has ever seen before. Hairspray, done in 2010 by Coeur d'Alene, is a story involving the civil rights movement. It follows young Tracy Turnblad and her adventure to stand up for what she believes in. Tracy goes through the musical turning from someone who just blends into the background to someone who stands out from the crowd and makes people start to realize that change is coming.
When it came to the reviews for this production, one reviewer made his opinion known very openly and very clearly. He stated that this production was the best production that had been done in the season of 2010.
An example of their season would be to do something classic to pull money in. For this, we'll say West Side Story. Then, doing something modern or risque like Legally Blonde, or Catch Me If You Can. Then, they would do one more musical, and then they'd do a staged reading as well.
Stage readings are something that have been done by Coeur d'Alene for several years. The most recent was Over the River and Through the Woods in 2012. This year, the plan is to do Around the World in 80 Days and Odd Couple. Along with this, they also do cabarets and do concerts. This year, there is a concert for Andrew Lloyd Webber's music and teen cabaret.
In August of 2013, Coeur d'Alene closed, suddenly due to a budget shortfall. This has since been fixed, they've switched ownership, and they are now open with a new annual budget of $480,000 total. Coeur d'Alene Summer Theater is Idaho's oldest performing arts organization. The old facility was a modern 1,184-seat proscenium stage theater contained within Boswell Hall. SPAC offers state-of-the-art sound and lighting systems and is also ADA compliant. Due to the recent budget, the new venue has 400 seats versus the near 1,200 seats at the NIC Theater.
Income via advertisement. For a full page, it costs $7,500. For a page ad in program, it costs $5,000. For half a page in the program, it costs $2,500. For logo in program, website, and pre-show slideshow, it costs $1,000. And for the logo program and pre-show slideshow, it costs $500.
Source page. This is a list of all of the sources we used throughout this presentation. As you can see, a majority of these are reviewers' blogs. We also have the Coeur d'Alene Summer Theater website and the history page, because where we got all the images from was their summer theater page. On the behalf of Theron Pittman, Mallory Hanson, and James Tyler, we would like to thank you for watching our Pechakucha. We hope you enjoyed this presentation, and we hope you learned something about the Coeur d'Alene Summer Theater.